Hello, all. Welcome back to Illuminate the Oracle. Happy to have you as always. All right. This is gonna be a collective love, not no. This is gonna be a collective reading, but not love reading. So just a message for yourself, message for my illuminators, spirit reads, right? For our grand rising for our day, right? So grand rising to everyone as well as we dig in. I just recorded the love reading though for last night. Um, ooh, look what we have here. Beware demons and narcs and stuff. Energy vampires. It's in the reverse. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of work on this. Um, but I just put up the love reading, or I didn't put up. Just film the love reading that would be out already on the channel the previous evening. This is going to be the morning, and so I still have Africa total in my head. Hold the line. Love isn't always on my. Love isn't always on time. That's still in my head. But I also got this vibe of the days of confusion is dead and gone. So let's pour liquor with a song on those days, okay? Because something that came up in the love reading that I want to touch on here a little bit more. I talked a little bit in that reading about how once upon a time it used to really hurt us to be misunderstood. Um, when we used to when we used to think of ourselves as I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. And through this passage of time, through this awakening, you've grown to realize how okay it is to be misunderstood. If someone views you as a villain in their world, then hey, let's be a villain. If someone views you as weak, then okay, we can be weak all day, okay? If someone views you as slow or stupid, then okay, we'll be slow and stupid. I'll get my best bimbo on, right? It's that vibe of just allowing people to be where they are in general, but also in how they perceive you, right? So no longer allowing ourselves to be tortured by the opinions of others, but it's more than a notion to just say, because once you realize, or once you stop doing it, you realize all the ways in which you were doing it and how insidious it really was. I think it starts to show how people treat you, how they start to maintain their distance, and how free and light you begin to feel. It's in the energy. And as we know, as we talk about around here, energy don't lie. I think I see like something on Facebook. Facebook. But I think I seen like a post about like energy. Pay attention who you're around, and when you internally get the urge where your energy either increases or decreases. Whenever your energy increases or decreases, pay attention to that, and then pay attention to who you're around because that's going to dictate to you. Um, it's like a coping. It's not a coping mechanism, but it's a protection mechanism that your body is subconsciously protecting you through, whether you realize it or not. Pay attention to that because energy don't lie. Your body's telling you this person ain't really for you like that. Then watch your back. Pay attention. you know. So I feel like that's really important right now. And as soon as I, started even thinking about that reading, right, or that, yeah, I'm looking in here. Here are these cards. Beware of demons. Okay. And once again, this is in the reverse, but this says narcs, energy vampires, removing yourself, frequency changes. So it goes back to that with the reading that I did before, where it was like it's called, it's not personal, it's vibrational. So you're experiencing these changes, and people are noticing your changes, and it's almost to the fact where it's like people are now probably more comfortable painting you however way they intended to paint you anyways, because A, they can't reach you, and B, it really is back to A. They can't reach you. 313. And that's like a problem because you are expanding so much as it pertains to how you're developing yourself. It's almost like they can't, if they intended to reach you, you just keep getting higher. What is my collecting to know, Holy Spirit? What's my collecting to hear? I feel like some of these people, what we got here? Ooh, unlimited potential. It says don't downplay. Okay, wait for the best offer. Don't wait too long. Balance, tune in, infinite potential. 8888. That can be significant here. Star energy in the world. So you have the ability to attract things from a distance, or your energy travels. So whatever you're doing or whatever you do, never hesitate to be seen. Okay, never hesitate to allow your light to shine out, because whatever it is that you do, you are intended to be seen. Um, Look at the Hulk. We got a thumbs up there. You know. So whether you're a scientist, child, whether you like to put things together or create things, I feel like this is a very creative energy with the star, very healing energy as well. I feel like you generate yourself. Okay, we got flexible and free. It says be flexible, not fixed, because there's some information that's breaking. So allow yourself to explore. Allow yourself a sense of fluidity as opposed to control. Believe in yourself. Be ready and wise, or understand that you are wise. Okay, understand that these experiences that you've endured and the people that have been sent to test you, this is what it's all come down to. And so there's nothing they can really tell you, right? And that's why it's so easy to allow people to just let them view you however they view you. Because the truth of the matter is that if you know you've actually done nothing to these people, it's it's if you did anything to these people, they would use that. If you gave them any kind of inclination or any kind of like thing to use, like actual evidence of a crime, oh, they'd use it. But they don't have it with you. They don't have anything they can go to say, hey, Collective did this to me and I hate them. Collective did this and now I can't F with them again. No. All they know is that Collective don't mess with me anymore. So whatever I did to Collective, they didn't explain it. They didn't sit here and talk to me about it. They just disconnected. And so I know what I did. Okay. And that really is all you need to be concerned about. I feel like these people were energy takers. They just expected you to just be there to serve because you're smart, brainiac. You look in the book, you dig into things. Belle, um, for Beauty and the Beast, right? She had a mind of her own. You know, I think if Belle was a bird, ah, and birds can be male energy, feminine energy. It's just, they roll with the crowd, right? If Belle was a bird, because remember, Belle was a black sheep of her town. They looked at her like, oh, Belle's weird. Belle's a weirdo because she just had her own brain, because she just did whatever she wanted, what she felt called to do. That made her a whole weirdo in her town. So that could be with y'all. Y'all could have been or seen like to be like this whole weirdo from wherever you come from, your town, your family line, child, like whatever it is, your community. Um, but the thing was is that her spirit was going to call her and call her down her journey. Okay, if Belle was a bird, she would have just ignored her journey for the sake of what everyone else was doing, which was what, following Gaston around and making him feel real good about himself, right? But she just knew. She was like, he may be a good looking guy to y'all, and he's a good looking guy, right? But that's not for someone like Belle. A good-looking person doesn't get the draws. It takes more than a good-looking person to get draws. It takes more than a charming, good-looking person to get draws. It should. To Belle, it took a whole lot more. I will say that that somebody got her draws, but who did she fall in love with? Someone that she didn't intend or expect to fall in love with at all, because she was not looking for love. That wasn't She wasn't looking for that. She was looking for herself and the things that called to her. Okay, I feel like that's where your focus is on, or that's where your focus needs to be, because that's where this unlimited potential is really um, where you're tapping into here. But it's not by following the crowd, because if Belle followed the crowd, she wouldn't have found she wouldn't have found love. She wouldn't have found her direction. She would have just got herself caught up in that small town, you know, following around Gaston, right? Following around someone that really wasn't that interested in anybody because they were more interested in themselves, right? And so that wasn't. Belle had bigger plans, darling. People know you got bigger plans. They can sense it and they can feel it in your energy. So just allow it. Allow yourself to be carried away like a hot air balloon, child. They want to talk all that shit about hot air. Okay. Just let them watch you get carried away. Just let them watch you get carried off. Okay. I say that because I feel like there have been people that have tried to, like, I don't know, try to clown you or talk about you, not to your face. Never, right? Mm-mm. No. People who gotta People who can only get powered up by groups gotta have the audience, right? They gotta have the esteem. They gotta have a group to confirm, to stand on, to back up, right? To back up what they say. It says trust your magic. Nobody else's. Trust your magic. You've been trusting your magic, and now they don't even know what to say to you no more. It says shoot for the stars. Don't downplay. Be your own person. Be your own hype person, because you where you were or the places in which expected you to be present in, they weren't trying to be a hype person, were they? They were trying to eat up off an energy take from you. So that would mean that if you felt too confident in yourself, then that would put you too much higher in vibration than they're able to get to. Okay? So people like this generally either have to downplay what you're doing, or have to, like, compare, compete, you know? If you got a store, they got the biggest store, right? If you got a branch, they got the biggest branch. You got a lollipop, they got the biggest lollipop. You've been in the car accident, they've been in the biggest car accident. And it's like, okay, right? You've had that in the past, right? You've encountered people that would attach themselves to you like this in the past, right? But it's certain characteristics that there's that wisdom comes and pops in, where it's like you're not predicting doom, you're just using data. Certain characteristics now pop out to you, such as conversation with someone. Say you have a disagreement with someone, and instead of being an adult about a disagreement because they're having a conversation, say they just shut down on you. Say they just start attacking you. Say they just start belittling you and calling you names, right? And then they walk away. Okay? For that person, they may have assumed that they won the debate, but they lost the debate. They lost it horribly. But this is where we are with people on a day-to-day basis, because people have lost the ability to have a conversation with someone that don't meet their um, perspective. It's almost like, and I've seen this happen so often, it's almost like if your perspective is different from their perspective, there's like a blankness. It's like a shutdown. It's like someone just prepares to attack without really even It's like you're just because it doesn't matter where you stand on anything. I don't care. If you can't have a civilized conversation with someone regardless of your opinions, then you're not civilized. It doesn't matter where you fall. If you go blank because someone just has a differing opinion than you and you just start, I don't know, trying to call names or trying to belittle someone or trying to come across like the authority or the smart one in the conversation, you lost. Because it's obvious, it can be seen by people outside of you. Say people were watching that debate or watching that conversation, you would have lost it. Because it takes skill to be able to play, say, devil's advocate or be able to argue both sides of a position. I used to love like debate back in the day. I just love the idea of being able to argue both sides. Like people just, anywho, let them. It's okay to be misunderstood. It's okay to be misunderstood. Is that the title? It's let them. It's I don't even know what to say. At times, what does this card say? At times, it's time to be extraordinary. And then we got the unicorn there and the angel, earth angel energy. Yeah, because these people had hidden intentions on your ass, anyways, okay? At times, it is time to be extraordinary. So that means that it's not time to downplay yourself or to try to make people feel, I don't know. If people can't boost themselves up, you can't boost them forward. You can't boost them, you know? It's the energy of when you get on a plane and they tell you, they give you the instructions in the case of emergency, how to place on your mask. They don't say, help the person next to you and put on their mask first and then put on your mask. That's not what they say. They say you got to put on your mask first. And only then can you turn to your left or your right to help them out. It doesn't matter if they're a child, it doesn't matter if your husband, you can't help anybody out if you don't put on your own mask first. So people have to light their own fires. People have to generate themselves. They can't feed off of you or get it from your back anymore. Look at me. You may think you see who I really am, but you'll never know me. So many people have known you all your life and never knew you. Ain't that something? People can know you forever and not know who you are. Ain't that something? It happens all the time. And these be the people that you be repping for. These be the people that you say, that's my blood. That's my ace boom cool. But they don't even really know you like that. And got some things to say about you, you'd be surprised about. You'd be like, damn, I thought we was cool. What I do to you? You were just too extraordinary. You didn't have to do nothing to them. For some people, you don't have to do a thing to them. And that's why I say that it was a tortured soul behavior. Over explaining yourself to these people once upon a time. Not no more. This card says don't speak. Say less. Listen in. Because that's the only way you can really decipher where people really stand. It's in the behavior, it's in what they say, right? It's how they look. It's the vibe, right? You can read it. It's plain as day. The veil's been lifted. So it's like there's some people that you're gelling with now, and there's some people that you're just not gelling with now. There's some people that you just know that y'all are not. They don't get you, and you don't get them, because y'all vibrations are just like allow it. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. My high priest or high priestess, it's okay. Don't explain. Don't speak and say less. It's also use your intuition. Okay, during this time, this is the time we've been teaching and training as best we can to get the collective to be tapped in and tuned into their intuition, not for entertainment, not for shiz and gigs, but because it would be necessary and imperative for everyone to conduct themselves and be their own radar, to use their own intuition and to trust it. And that there is no other, nothing can compromise your own, nothing should be able to compromise your own intuition. That's what these lessons or this work has been about or for. Okay. A lot of y'all have been, taking the breaks you need, recharging the ways that you need without explanation or to anyone, right? And with the sunglasses here, it's like giving me that energy of like once upon a time you may have been overcompensating to these people, but overly available. But with that sunglasses, it's like okay, I'm not available. Real quick, okay, okay, I'll take the snap. Okay, gotta go. Like paparazzi on the ass. Like I'll get with you, talk to our people and they'll talk to your people. Okay, that's what you want. Because a lot of y'all is focused on your bag, right? Some of y'all having this. The thing is, it's not personal. It's vibrational. You'd be surprised. It's not. To release these bags, you not only feel lighter, your skin not only looks brighter, but it's something about the energy. It's like you just start vibrating and attracting. You're vibrating and attracting what where you're spending your energy. So if you're no longer spending your energy on people that expect things to happen for them, or people that have the energy of glass half empty, then your manifestations are getting knocked off, child. They're probably not even. They're probably just. Hmm. But when you're no longer around these types of people, you're no longer getting the same types of training or falling susceptible to their energy or overcompensating with your energy to make up for the loss of their energy or the lacking of what they bring or are supposed to bring. It drags you down and it hampers your own manifestation. When you drop people, you not only feel lighter, you not only feel like, ooh, I got my life back, but you start to attract it all this good shit that falls in that vibration of release, that falls in that vibration of freedom, that falls in that vibration of this is my truth. This is who I am. And look at that money. Oh wait, we got money influx and we got material stability here. There's a whole bunch of stuff trying to pop up out at you with each string you cut. With each bag you cut, there's an opportunity. Y'all see how that kind of worked out? Uh, there's something here about art. Some of y'all could be artists as well. Your workshop needs you. So whatever you're working on it's a lot of money in it. Whatever your creations or creativity is pointing you into the direction of, listen to it. It's gonna make you a lot of money. There's a lot of money attached to it. Okay, whatever your ideas are at this time, there's a lot of money attached to it. So proceed. Do not stop. A lot of y'all are Spirit is clearing the path for a lot of y'all as far as the company that y'all are keeping in the past, because a lot of these people were keeping you from your manifestations, keeping you from your dreams. And I feel like, a lot of y'all have done a certain type of healing on yourselves where people just naturally fell out of your world and you just didn't put in that extra time to save it in the way that maybe you were expected to save it in the past. So it's almost like if these people want to be back in your life, they have to save it. And they can only save it by doing their own work. It looks like 333 on the clock. All right, so we got some inner child oracle cards here. I feel called to pull these next. And I think that's where we'll end it, my darlings. All right, my darlings. What does my collective need to know as it pertains to this reading as we close this off, Holy Spirit? What do they need to know? Please and thank you. All right. You do not have to go it alone. Reach out for support in this time. You do not have to go it alone. But a lot of y'all are in this energy of alone because of what you're used to as far as the quality, right? And the thing is that spirit, for me, spirit is saying you're never alone. Your spiritual team is always here, and you know that. You knew that, and that you will be ushered in to your. I hear your people, your soul tribe, and so sometimes you do have to run this trek alone, but you're never alone. But you know that not everyone's for you at the same time. But if you just continue to put that energy into yourself and be okay to appear alone, the spirit's gonna put you right in the place where you need to be. But you can't get to the place where you need to be by being still down in with the crabs in the barrel, right? So since you're up out of that barrel, don't go back to the barrel, okay? But it's okay to be alone up out that barrel because you're being guided, directed. Okay? It's okay. What do we start? Thank you, Spirit. Uh, this card. This card. Look at that. What do we start off this reading with? This card says it's okay to be misunderstood. What do we start this reading off with? Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. It's like I'm a psychic or something, right? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. This card says perception is not always based on truth. So let them perceive what they perceive. It's not ours. It's not ours to say. It's not ours to decide. It's not ours to control. Que sera, sera. Okay? Spirit say, yeah, that's what the reading is about, Nate. Being misunderstood. Let them people know now is not the time. We've come a long way. And ain't nobody concerned about being understood no more, okay? It's like, yeah, you understand what you understand at this point in time, okay? There's no going back to the explain kindergarten style if I know I'm teaching college kids. In the energy. In the energy, y'all didn't just wake up yesterday, unless you did, and that's fine too. But, a lot of my collective over here didn't just wake up from this yesterday. A lot of us have been on this trail for a while. All right? Be present. Not in the past, not too heavy in the future. Be in the present. Why? Because you're present in the present. And nobody can enjoy you in this present time, my present, if you're not allowing yourself to be the beautiful present that you came here to be. Okay? Your gift is a presence. Does that make sense? I'm saying it all. I'm saying it all. Okay? Disappointment is not the end. One could even say disappointment makes you sexier. It was like what can you not fight through once you get into the warrior position, right? There is hope even in the darkest of nights. You've had to realize that along this journey. I said this before, like y'all didn't just wake up yesterday to this. There is hope ahead, okay? We don't know who hope is, but we got faith. Have courage and take heart, for there is hope, for there is faith. All right? Spend time in nature. Let the beauty of nature refresh your soul. Woo! So yeah, y'all need to go out and get these messages, sit under trees, let these birds talk to you, child, um, and get these messages. Okay. That's it. Y'all take care of yourselves until next time. Be misunderstood. It's okay. Until next time.